If they see you, they have a machine gun attached to them, and they just shoot you. And it fucking hurts. Right, I have too many bandages. Right, so I've got to go to the sewer. And just get out of here, really. Because I need to do other things. I need to find those radio towers that Joyce told me to get. I don't know how long this stream's gonna be, but I'm enjoying Atomfall. We've had a few ups and downs where I've died because I ran in too fast or I don't know what I'm doing. That's bound to happen, isn't it?
Attention! Wyndham Village is under the authority.
Well. Just look what the cat dragged in. Pay attention. This village is under military occupation per the quarantine protocol.
Okay.
You're new round here, eh? Which means you're free to enter. Just keep your nose clean, all right? What are you gawping at? Like I said, you're free to enter the village. Move on.
I just want to talk to you, man.
A few. The ones who'd hung on until we turned up. Lucky for them that we did. It's good having civvies around. Reminds you what you're fighting for, eh?
He does sound Welsh. Doesn't sound Yorkshire at all. Because this is supposed to be set in, like, Sunderland and all that lot.
That'd be the captain. I reckon he'd be keen to see you right away.
Okay.
Last I heard, Captain Sims was down by the bandstand. Present yourself to him toot sweet, if you know what's good for you.
Well, should I shoot him, Sarge?
You should not. Do they look like an outlaw to you?
No, Sarge.
There we go then. Outlaws we shoot, strangers we let in. Captain's orders.
This blasted place.
I can take them down. No. I'm not gonna be an arse. Trespassing, don't go in there.
Citizens of Wyndham, volunteers are required for work details on scaffold.
Well, this is cool. I like this. Oh, can I go down the slide? Yay! Whee! Ah, I'm so happy. I'm a child at heart. I see, I see.
Let's not have any trouble.
The citizens of Wyndham.
Keep the peace, Civvy. Not sure about you.
This is the transaction. Oberon must die. If Oberon is dead, then the way out will open. You will awaken as if from a nightmare. This
Here's a theory. Yeah. Here's a theory. What if the phone box is lying to you? Oh, they said that the vicar has one, doesn't it? Oh, sure. Yeah, like the graphics are good. It's still a little bit cartoonish, if you know what I mean. But
Citizens of Winter, acts of insubordination or disrespect against
it seems real enough. At least Piers isn't here.
Why here of all places? If they'd resolved to do something so awful, why in the church?
Some bugger, pardon my French, wanted to make a scene, sir.
And doom us all in the process. If the captain and his minions find out.
Then there's just me. You know what I'm really into at the minute? Apart from Atomfall. I've really got into a game called Mouthwashing. And I know it's like slightly old. But like when I say old, I mean that it's recently came out, but it's not as viral as it was when it first came out, if that makes sense. And I've got into it, and I finally know the story. I've watched the gameplay, watched Eddie play it, and I like it. I want to cosplay Anya at least, but I might cosplay. Yeah, it's a horror game. I want to cosplay Anya, but I want to cosplay Curly in his form before he gets brutally like exploded. If that makes sense. Like you'll see the photos, you'll see it, and you'll be like, "Oh, that's what you meant." Yes, that's what I meant. I need the vicar's key. So I need to do something for him, and then he'll probably give me that. He also has one of those battery things.
Oh, I'm sorry, we're closed today. Please leave. Please, I beg of you. Just forget you saw anything here and go. Please. These are awful times. If news of this gets out, things will get worse, I assure you. Please, tell no one. I know how it seems, but I would not ask such a thing if it weren't for the good of the village. It's vital the military don't learn of this. We'll tidy up, but If the captain and his toy soldiers find out, things will become so much worse here.
I could be an arsehole.
Oh, thank you.
But I don't want to be an arsehole.
I shan't forget your
I will
kindness,
kill him later and take
and
it off
none
his
shall
corpse.
win. All too many a reason, I'm sad to say. There are certain
Plans.
beliefs
Yes, exactly.
around here. Harmless before the disaster, but since, with the protocol now imposing their law, it has all become somewhat tribal. Maisie here must have got mixed up in something. The weapon that was used to, a peculiar choice. It puts me in mind of those debauched druids out in the woods. Well, we call them druids. I'm not sure what they call themselves. The disaster seems to have fostered the return of some distinctly atavistic, indeed thoroughgoing pagan sentiments around here. The following sprang up in Casterfell
Right.
Woods shortly after, in the ruins of an old castle, and has since bloomed into a vicious cult. Certain death. That's what you'll be met with if you choose to enter the woods. I advise you to stay well away. Now,
Yes,
if you'll excuse
certain
me,
death.
I have some
But it would be me who
things
is
to work
dying.
out.
What do you want? I had naught to do with Maisie's
Well, fuck
death,
you
I
then.
swear, in God's name. And neither did the vicar. He's a good man. If this gets back to the soldiers, they'll cart him and me both off to jail. I don't know who. Not us. She probably got on the wrong side of someone on account of her. But you should leave. This is village business, and none of yours. Confess? All right, look. She were good at following people, was our Maisie. Nosing around in their business. I don't know, mayhap she found summit and got silenced for it. I saw her the other night, skulking around near an old cellar not far from here. I can mark it for you, but I know naught else. And I don't want to talk about this no longer.
Just no, no, I'm not gonna take her down. Like, oh, the cellar. I thought she said sailor. This is how I clearly just have. I don't understand the Yorkshire accent sometimes. I'm sorry, Andy. I'm trying my best.
You'll do the right thing, I'm sure. I'll go with you.
Yeah, sure. I'll do the right thing somewhere.
What in heaven's name shall we do?
Oh.
with Maisie?
Whenever I see a church now, I always think of the church in Phasma. And I think of the time Carla died and she just threw a book. Do you remember, Andy? Why is it pointing there? The Forgotten Cellar. Who does it lead back to the church? You know, also, it kind of reminds me of Skyrim in a weird sense, if you know what I mean. It's definitely given me Bioshock and We Happy Few vibes.
Citizens of Wyndham, acts of insubordination or disrespect against the soldiers protecting you here are, in essence, treasonous and will be treated as such.
Well, that's fun, isn't it? What, through here?
Strangers may be dangers. If you encounter anyone who is familiar to you, report their presence as soon as possible to the controlling authority. Your vigilance can save lives.
Oh, we're closer to it. Oh, up there. Okay.
Citizens of Wyndham, if you or any of your friends or family show signs of corruption, report it immediately. Caught early, the contagion can be painlessly excised. Be vigilant. Be safe.
Classic military trying to control everything. Ow! There's rats! Bonk. Maybe I should look at this mansion.
Stay at this place. Leave tomorrow if we could.
Don't like gnomes, but I feel like that's too suspicious to just be not a collectible.
Citizens of Wyndham, a contaminated area has been reported in the Skethelmore fields. Please stay away from there until it has been sterilized.
Not sure I like the look of you.
Fuck you then.
Citizens of Wyndham, we cannot guarantee your safety beyond the village palings.
What do I want to do is the thing.
The village? Citizens of Wyndham, the woods are still off limits.
Those beans
If you need to approach the woods for foraging,
Okay, I don't know where the cellar is in there. I don't know if I'm just being incredibly stupid and I can't see it.
No troublemakers.
Yeah, shut up. Anyway, moving up 30. Like, right, we'll go down into here because I want to see what's in here first. Anything? There is scrap, but I've got too much. See, there's more nodes.
Leave tomorrow if we could.
I swear to God, they've got. It's a collectible.
Not sure about you.
don't be causing trouble, alright?
I'm not. They're just walking at me. Why did they have the robots in? Because I swear to God. There's gonna be more gnomes somewhere. They make a funny little sound when you smash them. Ow. Ah! That's what I did not say. Oh no! Oh, I know that I can. Yeah. I'm getting a lot of different games, inspiration to this game. But I think it's mainly, like, the top 5 games that I'm seeing is We Happy Few, Bioshock, Skyrim. Rats everywhere. Ah! Yeah, Fallout, definitely, that's what I was gonna say as well. What else did I say it was like? Exactly.
To do well. It is imperative that you continue to do well.
I do see card aspects in it, not just the aiming system and stuff like that. It's the emergence, that one level in Black Ops 6, especially down in the vaults and stuff like that, in the bunkers. I get major COD vibes right there.
Much depends upon you continuing to do well.
I need to put you on charge because you are on 10%. It is true, like, I'm getting Bioshock vibes from the entire game. It's how it's working, and the dialogue options, and...
Ah, it's you.
Hello.
The shopkeeper. Good heavens above. I knew something was off about him, but nothing as foul as that. Then I must ask something of you. You're embroiled in this now, as much as we are. To find absolution, well, you must find some way to deal with Morris.
Oh, don't worry.
An ally to those heathens in the woods is a danger to the village. Not that I'm suggesting you... Well, I'll leave it to your judgment. How did you... You're very well informed, I must say.
Hey, Pancho.
Very well. This key will open a box upstairs. You'll find your payment in there. And in the spirit of reciprocation, if you are in need of my help, you need only ask. You did? I see. Yes, it's true. She ran errands for me from time to time. I asked her to keep an eye on certain people. She has had quite a talent for it. I have a certain arrangement of sorts with some of the villagers. In a world as terrible as this,
Oh,
with
Pancho,
evil
have
in
fun
the
at
soil,
work.
and a
Good luck.
military boot on their necks, who can blame those who turn to the church for protection? I offer what I can, in return for a small donation to the church. But it is necessary for me to keep some eyes on them as well. In case they waver, there is a lot of temptation within the zone, and temptation too easily leads to corruption.
It's true. Every single episode that I do on Twitch goes straight to YouTube, goes through editing to portion them down a little bit, and then it will be going to YouTube, and I'm not tired, I'm just, it's nice in this room at the minute. And yeah, this will be on YouTube probably in the next couple of days, because still got the She Sees Red going through it on what we played. So yeah, if you miss anything, guys, YouTube. They'll be on YouTube, don't worry.
I am here if you wish to talk, to unburden your soul. And if you'll forgive me for saying so, you seem troubled. Might I ask why? I don't suppose, well, have you perhaps been hearing voices? It is a sign of vile corruption. It cannot be tolerated. It must be confronted. I saw it in the baker's husband. The baker, Iris, told me he was hearing voices and had fallen terribly ill. I haven't seen her husband for a number of weeks now. So I trust she came to her senses and took the necessary action. But it pains me to imagine what evil is creeping inside our little village. You are kind to say so. It isn't the life the Lord wanted for us, I'm sure. We have seen some very bad times here. I don't really know why such misfortune has befallen us. Only that it started with that wretched science city they built across the mere. They did something. Heaven knows what. And now it is laced with evil. You can smell it in the air. I doubt I would understand any of it. Besides which, the village occupies all my time. The people here need a guiding hand, not an oppressive one. The military presence, this protocol nonsense of theirs, has done that to us, and with no sign of respite.
It reminds me of
Pressure
something
like
else,
that
but I
breeds
can't think of the
corruption.
game.
I must obey the Lord's will and fight against such things. You, on the other hand, seem of a curious nature. I can offer you something, but you must be cautious about prying too deeply. Well, I was on cordial terms with one or two of the scientists stationed up here. The important ones lodged at a manor house out in Casterfell Woods. I doubt any are still alive. But they may have left notes or papers that could prove useful to you. But you didn't hear that from me. All right. Farewell, and God bless you.
I told you to get the battery one way or another. At least he has bandages here, so at least I could come back and say it, at least.
Citizens of Wyndham, the woods are still off limits. If you need to approach the woods for foraging, request an escort at the village hall.
A new customer. How'd you do? Welcome to Wyndham Village.
pardon my curiosity, but how is it the soldiers let you in? Did you bribe them? And if you did, what with? How did... Well, been poking around in what's not your concern, eh? I don't have to explain myself to you. It's none of your bloody business. Beliefs? They're the truth. Can't you see what's going on here? The protocol soldiers, the church, all carrying on like they know all the answers, when the truth is they know nought. Everyone says the folk in the woods are cracked, but they look like the only sane ones around here to me. They're trying to make peace with the world, not ruin it. Them scientists, the disaster, that weren't natural, their knows. Upset the balance of things. Nature's proper furious with us. We should make amends, shouldn't we? It's only right. But them soldiers would have me locked up for thinking that. Dangerous pagan sentiments, that arse of a captain calls it. I want what's best for village. We should be looking back to what's always been here. The army here tried to stamp it out, but their captain's a bloody southerner. What does he know about the north? Well, but maybe you're a tattletale for the vicar too, eh? Prying for secrets so he can hold 'em over me. Well, I won't stand for people who stick their beaks in where they're not wanted. Shh! Shut your bloody trap before you bring every nosy bastard in here. All right, look. Just hear me out, eh? See, we're a rotten one, that un. Tattling folk out to the vicar so he can load it over us. She never had out on me, not till last night when she found that letter. Then she carried on like I'd thrown in me lot were old Hitler or summat. Called me a traitor, like I ever had any loyalty to the protocol lot. I'm no killer, not born to it, but she were poison, that un, and so is vicar. Summat had to be done. Him? My socks are holier than he is. We give our donations to the church, and in return he keeps the protocol sweet, or so he says. Truth is, he worms his way into people's lives, finds out about matters that won't sit well with soldiers, and holds them over us. Blackmail it is, pure and simple. Before it all went to hell in a cocked hat, I'd agree with you. But just look at the state of things here. If me sympathies like, if those were common knowledge with folk, it'd be the end for me, end for shop. And then where would the village be, eh? I'm not wicked, you know. I just have a purpose in life, that's all. Something better. But that Maisie, she were going to shout it from rooftops if I didn't pay to keep her and that vicar quiet. She had to go, and I had to do it somewhere vicar couldn't just sweep it under the rug. He can't go running off to the captain when it looks like he might have blood on his hands. Please, I know what I'm asking, but let it go, will you? Give us that letter back and we can both forget all about it. I'll make it worth your while, I promise. What? And leave the village without a shop? I don't just run this place, you know. I find the supplies it depends on. Wyndham will starve. You can't make me leave. Bless you. Here, you take this as a thank you, I suppose. We can all just pretend none of this ever happened, eh? And look, if you want to know more about, you know, the purpose, well, there's
I lost my
someone
thing he
I'd
gave
love
me.
you to meet. Mother Jago. Lives out by the old mine in Casterfell Woods. I'll mark the spot for you. Reckon you'll find what she has to say very interesting indeed. Not too interested in those.
Citizens of Wyndham, we cannot guarantee your safety beyond the village. You have a good reason to leave the village.
Let's not have any trouble.
Oh, who are you? I don't know you. You're not with the soldiers, are you? I run a lawful place here. Stick to every word of the protocol here, I do. Oh? Well, not that there's anything wrong with it if you did, it's just... Well, never mind. Now let me know if you're looking to buy something. What? You know that he's... Doesn't really matter how you know, does it? Look, I'll talk, but only to show you I'm doing nothing wrong. You have to keep quiet about this, please. Me husband, Philip, he went off exploring with one of his pals. Bloody fools, the pair of them. He said they were poking around in an old bunker and walked into a cloud of funny glowing spores or something. And he told me he started hearing voices. He says the voices hurt him. Whatever it was, it made him awful ill. He's not getting any better. Just a bit worse every day. You're sweet for saying so. It's easy to lose hope in this place. You know, we've had one mite of luck. Came by a special tonic, which does something to settle the voices in his head and keep the infection down. At least, while we can get it, it does. But look, what's your interest in all this? I'm sorry, but I don't have any of the tonic left. I know where you can get some, though. There's a lady, calls herself Mother Jago, out in Casterfell Woods. Brews the tonic to her own recipe. She lives out by the old mine. I can mark on the map where to find her. And listen, I hate to ask, but could I trouble you to get us some of the tonic? Just a single bottle. We're almost run out. Bless you, thank you. Bye now.
Let's have no trouble, right?
Citizens of Wyndham, the army is here to help.
Put me on the patrol roster. I can't stand this miserable shithole of a village much longer.
We started off right by
Fucking
shooting
hell.
some troublemakers. Shame we can't do that again. There are a few locals left as it is.
Behave yourself, Civvy.
Keep the peace, Civvy.
I am. I'm trying to get this in. Fuck off! Move. That is not what I meant to do.
Hands away from any weapons, you.
A new customer. How do? Not often we're seeing
Oh my
new
god, it's
faces
Captain
here.
Price!
My name's Alf Buckshaw. Welcome to what's likely the last pub in Cumberland, such as it is. Now, what can I do for you? Bet you weren't expecting to find a place like Wyndham still ticking over after all what's gone on here, were you now? Folk will get used to anything given time. Which isn't to say, it's not nice to see some new faces coming through here now and then. Reminds a fella just how strange this all really is. The captain likes strangers too. He treats them better than he does the rest of the village. Means he can do things us regular folk can't. Oh, aye. There were a lady scientist here not so long ago. Dr. Garrow. They say she used to work at the site over the mere. Top dog too, I was told. Managed to get out while the rest of them boffins were trapped in with us. Any road, she turns up here a few months back out of nowhere and starts throwing her weight around. She did something that got the soldiers' backs up, and they stuck her in their jail on Scathamore. Well, I heard, but I don't know how much credit to give it, that she whispered something to one of them big gun turrets of theirs over at their camp, and the thing shut off, just like that. She waltzed right into the camp, and soldiers were all turned about looking for her. Captain didn't like being made a fool of like that. Of course, that's just hearsay and gossip. And I don't gossip, me. You let me know if there's aught else I can help you with. I suppose I might be able to help a friendly traveller out. What sort of gear did you have in mind? Aye, that's the crux of it. Listen, there's plenty round here. We'll happily trade what you've got for what you need, me included. And feeling that, don't be afraid to get your hands dirty and do a bit of scavenging. Get the right bits and bobs together, along with a recipe script to show you the way, and you can make some gear yourself. It's all a bit like being in the Scouts and the Guides these days, except the motto is, don't get killed. Keep your bloody voice down. Nothing brings the soldiers down on you faster than talking about that. Mayhap I heard rumours of it, but I can't see it out more than that. That's as may be. My life depends on you shutting up. I'm sorry, but I absolutely can't help you with that. Well, after it all went to cock and we got quarantined, London started sending in soldiers. To start with, folk were happy to see them. But after a while, it turned out there was bugger all they could do to help. When they found out they weren't being let back through the wall again, well, it got nasty. Plenty around here, I reckon. It's what it would have been like if the Nazis had invaded after all. Of course, you didn't hear that from me, all right? Nicely done. And all on the nail. All sorts comes through here. So don't be shy about coming back. Might have something new for you. Let me ask you something. The soldiers, protocol as they go by. What do you make of them? Well, aye. If burning our houses willy-nilly is protecting us, aye. They're doing a bloody sterling job. Look, I'm willing to trust you've your heart in the right place. And I need help with something. Soldiers have got their eyes on me. But they'll give you the benefit of the doubt, for the moment at least. I need to collect a few messages. Not important, you understand. But I can't stick me nose out of the door without the soldiers taking an interest. You, they'll let walk out of the village. So I need you to go to Skethermore for us.
There's lots in Skethermore that I need to do.
I was hoping you'd say that. I need a message collecting from Nora. Careful with her. She's not fond of strangers. But it'll be all right if you see I sent you. She hides out in her barn on Skethermore. I'll mark it for you. The other note is with a fella who skulks all over Skethermore. But we have a meeting place. I'll mark it on your map. Fair warning, though. Out in Skethermore, soldiers don't care who or what you are. They'll shoot before they ask. See you around.
C'est quoi ton nom? Hmm.
Hello. I've not seen you before, have I? Welcome. Right, I've got a quick question for you. It might seem a bit blunt, but I've learned to avoid confusion later. You're not going to try and kill me, are you? Excellent answer. I can see we're going to get along like an house on fire. You're new around here, aren't you? Bootsy never forgets your face. And I haven't seen yours before. And you're not in uniform. Which means you're not one of us army lads. Bloody hell, you're keen. Well, we don't take new recruits, but if you're serious, you could always go and talk to Captain Sims in the village. Now then, if it's supplies you're after, then Bootsy's your man. I'm Corporal Bootsy, by the way. Hello. I can get my hands on stuff for trade that the folks in the village can't. There I am. One of the heroic squaddies sent to sort out this whole palaver. You can see how well that turned out. Soldiering ain't so noble around here anymore. Not in a place like this. So, I just make life a bit more bearable for people. Bit of buying and selling never hurt no one, did it? I'm bloody sure the captain knows exactly what I'm up to here. But it helps in its way, and it's good for morale, so he turns a blind eye. Nobody seems to care if I don't turn up for Revelli. And to be honest with you, that's a relief. Some of the stuff the captain has me mates do. Well, you got fellas strung up in Nuremberg, if you catch me drift. Yeah, but everywhere's dangerous in the zone. The trick round here is to stay away from our outposts, then you should be all right. There's our camp, of course, and then the special detachment is garrisoned in a commandier's RAF bunker. Well, the flyboys weren't using it, so why not? Steer well clear of both of those spots. I'll mark them for you. Pleasure doing business with you. Word to the wise. Everyone trades with old Bootsy, so there's always new things in stock. Come back and see any time. See you around, chum.
What the bloody hell's going on over in that tree?
Not sure I like the look of you.
Ow! How dare? Ah. At least it will tell me when it needs to be used.
You have met Miss Tanner. You should trust no one. You should trust me.
But you're saying I should trust no one. Makes me instantly not want to trust you. Fun! Hello? Mm-hmm. So these ones aren't important. Cool.
Who's there? Come out slowly. Who are you? Identify yourself. Start talking, or this will end very quickly for you. What do you want? How did you find me? I have no reason to believe that. For all I know, you may be working with the British soldiers. I did not escape their prison just to be sent back again. So, I will need a better answer from you. What are you doing here? You do not look like soldier. It is true. Let me tell you. They are fools. Rats believing they are masters of the trap that holds them. The truth is, what we were does not matter. Only what we are. Remember that. And since we are all prisoners in this place, yes, I shall take a chance with you then. I've been hiding here for years now. Perhaps my luck is changing. Listen, I have a radio set here. High-powered miniature set, but it was damaged. I need some components to fix it. Then I can signal for help. My mission here was top secret. I cannot discuss it with anyone I cannot trust. Help me though, and perhaps then I will trust you. I will write down the materials I need. Return when you have them. But if you return with hostile intent, I promise you, you will regret your treachery. Will, do you have the materials I need? Thank you. I am in your debt. Is there anything I can do in return? Radio is too weak to talk to the outside. But there are some inside the zone who can help us both. Give me time to fix the radio set and we shall see. I think you are owed some small reward for your troubles. Here. Now, I need to get on with these repairs.